Good morning, Hawks. Today is Tuesday, October 14th.
Did you take any cool photos or videos at the Cardboard Challenge last Friday? Miss Ward Kelly is compiling all photos and videos of our amazing annual event. Please share your captures by stopping by room 9 with your SD card or email Miss WK at swardkelly@lvcp.org. Homecoming nominations are now open on TallySpace tomorrow, and go to your advisory calendar to access the link.
LVCP students, Gay Straight Alliance group is having our first meeting today in room 5 at lunch. We will be discussing our first LVCP GSA Pride event and voting on which day we want to have our meetings. If you can't make this first important meeting, please email faculty advisor Miss Spencer or Miss Ward Kelly your available meeting times. GSA is open to all students. See you next Tuesday.
Congratulations to our freshman student council representatives. Omar Rosales is the class of 2018 president, and Joseph Galindo is the class of 2018 vice president. Represent your class well, boys.
Hawks, if you're interested in playing men's basketball, come to the gym from 8 to 9 o'clock Tuesday nights at NB Courts. The address is 6474 Patterson Road.
The Fan Fiction Club meets in Miss Alvarez's room on Fridays during lunch to share fiction or just listen to other stories. Come early to claim the couch. If you're interested in joining the debate club, talk to either Erin Quintero, Ashley Victoria, and debate club is great for your college application, preparing you for your college interview, becoming a better public speaker, and so much more.
Are you a writer with something to say? If so, get on the mic. LVCP will have its first ever open mic night on Thursday, October 30th in the NPR at 4 p.m. If you're interested in performing, please email hbell17@lvcp.org or jmagnano17@lvcp.org, or stop by Miss Spencer's room, room 5, for more info. Mr. Sharman will be selling LVCP lanyards for $5. They're a great way to show off a bit of school spirit. Stop by his room if you're interested.
Hawks, there will be a pep rally on Friday the 24th. Wear your LVCP gear and bring your spirit. Don't forget to support your Hawks football team at the homecoming game at Granada High School. Kickoff will be at 7:30, so be sure to be there at 7. After the rally, there will be a tailgate in the back school parking lot. Hawksness members get in for free, and if you're not a member, you have to pay $3 for food. Come for food and fun.
Now on to some videos.
Can you juggle?
Part 4. Now that you've kind of decorated your digital portfolio, you've obviously created your digital portfolio, all that great stuff, now it's time to start thinking about putting projects and start thinking about how to post your projects once they have been completed, or once you've completed maybe a step out of them. It's okay to post something of a project that's halfway done. Maybe it's kind of a cool way of showing progress. So let's pretend like I'm doing a biology project here. I have biology first period, and I'm going to go over here, I'm going to click new post. On this biology page, this is like a little mini blog. And so you can post just your biology projects on this page. And the same thing with all of your other classes. Each class has its own page, and each page you will have multiple posts for the multiple projects you will complete within the class. So I'm going to start with clicking new post. And it'll create kind of its own little mini page. So I'm going to start by titling this. I'm going to put the name of the project. Now, what next? What would you put there? So I would say you need two things. I would go for a paragraph of text and some sort of artifact. Okay, and this artifact, it could be a picture, it could be a video, or a document, anything that is the project, right? So if you made a catapult or something, you take a picture of the catapult and put it right here. That would make a lot of sense, and you'd write about the catapult above it. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the artifacts later down the line, so I'm going to kind of kick that downstairs here. for the paragraph of text, we need to answer a couple questions. We need to talk about who, what, right, when, where, why, and how. I'm sure you guys remember this from elementary school. We need to write up a paragraph to tell about what happened within that class, who was doing that, who were you in a group with, and all that good stuff. Couple things. We need to make sure our grammar is high school level. Okay, so when I'm talking about complete sentences, I'm talking about punctuation. I'm talking about making sure that we have clear ideas and that you're actually telling whoever happens to be reading your digital portfolio what you're actually doing. I have kind of a challenge, and this is a, oops, I spelled punctuation incorrectly. I have a challenge for you guys, and this is one that I give to a lot of my students in digital music and in the media kind of crew, and that is try not to use the word I. Just something about using first person that sounds a little bit cheesy, and if you can write one of these without using the word I think it really helps kind of sell this. Now, there's a lot of great portfolios that do use the word I, like, it's not like it totally kills your paragraph, but I don't know, it just adds a little extra polish. It sounds a little bit more professional if you're not talking about yourself per se, but rather talk about what the class did, talk about what you accomplished, and some ways you can kind of get around this is by using the author to talk about yourself, or I guess I should spell author correctly, or to talk about the class, or to talk about the task. Things like that really help kind of direct things. So let's take a look at a couple examples of some paragraphs here, and let's see if they kind of meet the scrutiny. And by the way, like, the no I rule is kind of a soft rule even within my class. It's just kind of a little guidance thing. It's a helpful thing, but it's not like it's a clear rule. So let's take a look at somebody's here. So they're talking about a satellite project, and they're maneuvering satellites around the Earth. As I'm looking through here, they are talking about just some really interesting stuff, and they've written a couple sentences and things like that. Let's check out another one. So we have some different English projects. Let's take a look at Algebra 2 here. I'm sorry, let's take a look at the Catapult project. Oh, and here we have back with Garen's Catapult project and stuff like that. So we have a nice Catapult project that's talking about his catapult and then how they're building it, and they kind of had a funny anecdote about fire in the hole when they're shooting off the catapult. Some great pictures of him working on it and talking about using power tools and stuff like that. Let's check out somebody else. Let's check out Kayali. He's here. Kayali has some great stuff that's going on. He's talking about one of his compositions and how he used a particular program and is using the key of D minor. And then, even look at this, he just added a little file onto the bottom. Okay, and same thing with his G major project and stuff like that. So these different projects have just a little bit of writing, a couple sentences. Notice I see punctuation in there. I see, actually he's doing pretty good. He doesn't have any I's in there. And he's talking about redrum, and he's talking about the song, and all sorts of different stuff that he did. So I think these are some really great examples of digital portfolios, and I really highly encourage you guys to, since I'm sure you've already started some projects, find your own digital portfolio and start writing those paragraphs. Start writing a couple sentences about what you think you will accomplish within your own digital portfolio. Thank you, guys.
Advisory, all grades will be finalizing their DPs. Have a Nay and Bodhi Day, Hawks!